Hello everyone and welcome back. If you're new to my channel, my name is Abby and I talk about how mindset and positivity helps with our day and our life and helping us achieve our goals, and also what a negative mindset can do to us. So today I wanted to talk all about self-care and the mindset that most of us have around self-care. So self-care can mean different things for different people. Sometimes it's eating healthy, sometimes it's exercising, sometimes it's taking a few minutes out of your day just to focus on yourself. And it means different things to different people, but it is really, really important that we do this and we practice it on a regular basis. So first of all, I want to talk about the general sort of feeling and mindset around around self-care. So generally, as a society, we tend to believe that by looking after ourselves, we're being selfish and that we should be giving to everyone else around us before we look after ourselves. And that's something that's sort of ingrained from really when we're very, very young. And if you think about when you were a child, you were taught to look after the people around you, to share, to be grateful, to look out for people basically, and to give your time, give your love, give your friendship, share your belongings, and when you have money and you've earned money, share it with the people around you. We're taught how important charity is, and just generally to be a good adult, we're told to share and to fill into other people, to pour into other people. And that is so important. It really is important. And I'm absolutely not saying that it isn't. It's something that I do all the time. And it is something that we should be doing as a society, helping each other and building each other up. But the difference is that when you're a child, you don't need to worry about yourself so much, because your parents, your teachers, your friends, your family are all pouring into you. So they're teaching you to look after other people because they are looking after you. As we start to get older and we become a teenager, that support changes. So that support changes into what you need to learn to be an adult, to be able to survive out there on your own. And it's all about things like how to cook, how to do your laundry, how to do your bills, how to save money, how to study hard to get a job, what to do, and how to deal with people. And as we become an adult, it changes again. So the support that we get from our friends and our family and our parents is a different type of support again. But all the way through, we're being told, make sure that you're giving to other people. Make sure that you give your time, your love, your support, your commitment to other people. But in all of that, we're never being told how to look after ourselves emotionally, how to look after ourselves mentally, how to take care of our bodies in a way that makes us stronger, fitter, healthier, how to make sure that we have more to give to people because we give a lot to ourselves. And that generally just gets missed. And then we start to think that it's been missed because it's wrong. So if people are saying, you need to give to people, but they're never telling you to give to yourself, then our mindset is naturally going to think that the reason we weren't told is because it's wrong. And that negative mindset means that when we then think, no, actually, I do need to do something for myself, we automatically are going from a negative place. Or automatically our mindset is thinking, I know I need this, but I can't because I would have been taught to do it if I needed it. I would have been shown that that was important. If it was a positive thing, then that's what I would have been shown. And actually, I think it's just more because we just don't think about it in that way. So when it comes to people saying, oh, well, you really need to look after yourself in this difficult time, you're going, well, how do I do that? How do I look after myself? How do I provide myself with self-care? And isn't that wrong? And no, it isn't. It absolutely isn't. If you think of the analogy, you can't pour from an empty cup. It's something that I use quite a lot. I use it with my clients. People have used it to me as well, where there's been times where I've really needed to be reminded of that too. And what it basically means is if you picture a glass of water or whatever liquid you want to put in that glass, and that's you. That's what you have, what you've got to give. And if you think of your friends will have their own little glass, your family will have a glass, your job will have a glass, and you are giving to these people, you're just topping up. So that family member's going through a tough time, so I'm just going to top them up. I need to take on that additional project because someone's gone off sick. I'm going to top that up. Friends going through something, I'm going to top them up as well. And you just keep topping people up. But if you're not practicing self-care, your glass is going to get more and more empty because there's nothing pouring into that. Unless you are pouring into yourself, you might be in a relationship or with people that regularly pour into you, which is great. But people don't pour into you. One set of people might pour into you, but you're pouring out to 3 people. So it's not enough. You need to top up yourself to make sure that you are doing more for yourself than what you're doing for all those individual people, to make sure that your reserves are there. Because if you don't, eventually your glass will become empty and you will then feel guilty because you need to help people. You feel that you need to be there because you might be, for work, it's contractually, you have to be there. For your friends and your family, you don't want to disappoint them. You don't want to let them down. You don't want to say, I can't take that on because I literally have nothing left. So you then end up in the point where you are literally running on empty. You are at burnout. And that is when our diet goes out the window. That is when we stop drinking our water. That is when we don't focus as much on work, where we end up mindlessly playing on our phones because we're just trying to get out of that headspace for a short period of time. We don't sleep very well. And it becomes into a cycle that we start the day and we really struggle. We're first thing in the morning. So that whole day then becomes a negative because that whole mindset that you've got is you just don't have the reserves to stay in that positive mindset, because it does take effort to stay in that positive mindset. And if you don't have a reserves, if your cup is empty, there is no way you're going to then be able to give every single element of your life your absolute best attention, best efforts, because you physically, emotionally, mentally, psychologically, you just don't have the reserves to be able to do it. So that's why self-care is so important. And for each person, each one of you, self-care will mean something very different. For me, self-care is I meditate and I exercise. So for me, it's spending that small amount of time just completely within myself. And I find that really helps me focus. It really helps me realign myself to what I want to do and what I want to achieve. It gives me that positive mindset to be able to go, right, okay, I am going to give to everyone else, but I am going to give to myself first. Diet, what you're eating, what you're fueling your body with is so important. Making sure that you're drinking enough water, because we are 60% water in our body. We need to replace it because we do use it, and you need to replace it. And it's all those sorts of things. It's finding something in your day that is just for you. It's topping you up. How do you top yourself up? And I'm not talking like alcohol and unhappy and negative things like that. I'm talking about good things that are good for you. So is that coming off your phone at 8 o'clock in the evening and spending the next couple of hours with a good book, or doing some training, or listening to an audiobook, or going for a run, or going to the gym? It's doing that something that is purely for you, purely to fill up your own cup. And we won't have time every single day to do every one of the things that makes us feel better, because we just don't have the time. But by building that routine of a little bit every day just for you, making sure that your body is getting what it needs, that you are spending some time in your emotions and feeling what you need to feel and letting it go, and just not thinking about anyone else around you, and just be in the moment, feel what you need to feel, be with yourself, and focus on why you are important, because you are so important. And if you don't look after yourself, you cannot physically cannot look after everyone else that you need to. And you need to spend that time looking after you. And by doing that and shifting that mindset from looking after yourself as selfish to it's a necessity for me to be able to give more, then that allows you to then actually start looking after yourself better. And then you can look after other people better. You can work towards your goals better because you're in a better, healthier mindset. Your body is feeling better, so you can sleep better. You have more energy. Your mood is better. And when our mood is better and we've slept better and we've got more energy, we can really go in and go, right, I'm going to go all guns blazing on that project and I'm going to work productively. You can go up to your friend and be like, yes, I'm here for you because I now have the space in myself to take that burden off you. I now have that ability to go and give you that empathy that you need because I'm in a better place. I can then take that off you because it won't now bring me down to do it. And that is so important. And that is all about shifting that mindset of thinking that looking after yourself is selfish to looking after yourself is so important. And it's absolutely something that you do need to do. And I don't mean to preach, but it is something that sometimes we just need to hear that it is okay. It is absolutely okay for you to do this, for you to think about what self-care looks for you is so important. So spend some time today and over the next couple of days thinking about all those little things that you can do for yourself that will make yourself better. So you can look after yourself, so you can look after other people. And if you do need any help or any support in this, then please feel free to message me and we can take this on a one-to-one basis and talk through what we can do to help you get to where you need to be. So that's what I really wanted to say today. Look after yourself so you can look after others. Don't think of it as being selfish. Think of it as being essential and switch that mindset. All right, take care.